welcome back. 3:44 left here in the first quarter as the Dogs strike first on a 43-yard Chad Platt touchdown run. Dogs are on the board 7-0. And here's the kickoff back to Cedar Shoals out across the 20-25, finding his way forward out to the 29-yard line goes Clavante Burdette. And Cedar Shoals will take over their third possession at their own 29-yard line. So far tonight, the Dog defense has had the answers as they force a 3-and-out on the first possession and get an interception by Braden Randall on the second possession to set up Chad Platt's 43-yard touchdown run.
Great to see the Dogs take advantage of the interception and take it to the house. Again, Platt, they had him stopped. But his talent sometimes and speed is just too much to overcome.
Here's Jordan, gives to Washington. Washington is going to be dropped. Minimal gain.
Shot.
They'll give him 1 yard out to the 30-yard line. It'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Shot hit him low. Washington now
he's going to go off again. Now Jordan in the shotgun, trips left, single receiver to the right side. It's going to be a run. Number 18 is going to be dropped.
Jeremy Ramsey
in the backfield all the way at the 24-yard line. Drags down Tyler Hitchcock. Another loss on the play, loss of 6. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and long for Cedar Shoals.
Dogs defense get into their running game.
Jeremy Ramsey with beautiful recognition, getting into the backfield and dragging down Hitchcock. Now 5 receivers in for Cedar Shoals. Jordan all alone in the shotgun. Hitchcock in motion. Jordan drops back, looking to pass, fires complete over the middle, but well short of the first down as Al Schotter gets in and drills Chris Middlebrooks right at the 30-yard line. Gain of only 5. They needed 15. So here comes the Cedar Shoals punt team.
That's the first completion for Jordan. Interception. The Dogs defense stiffens again here late in quarter number 1. Good field position as Cedar Shoals drops back to punt around their 15.
Huberty back at his own 15-yard line. Shannon Sullivan back to return for the Dogs. Dogs again applying pressure. Nearly got there. And Sullivan's going to have to let this one bounce as it takes a great Cedar Shoals roll all the way down to the 36-yard line. Picked up about 10 yards on the roll. But the Dogs will still have good field position. 1st and 10 at their own 36. I think if Worley had laid out, he might have had a chance, but he was afraid of running into the kicker.
Dominated the time of possession, which was one of the keys to tonight's game. Let's see what they do this series.
Dogs leading 7-0, 1:37 left here in the first quarter. Hodge in the shotgun for the first time tonight. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Platt will get the carry. Chad trying to break a tackle, gets out to about the 38, so real short gain there on first down. It'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Chad Platt, and you had Greg Bishop and also Tevin Shields making a stop.
Dogs trying to spread it out a little bit, give Chad some room to run.
Dogs have yet to put the ball up in the air so far tonight. Get it to Platt and Sullivan.
Hodge will remain in the shotgun. Sullivan in motion. Platt gets the carry. Sullivan the lead blocker. Chad is going to be wrapped up and dropped all the way back at his own 34-yard line. So well read that time by Cedar Shoals. It'll be a loss of 4, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 13. Now as we are under a minute left here in the first quarter, Dogs leading 7-0.
Penetration there. And able to make the stop. Chad Platt. Cedar Shoals keen on Platt.
Likely be the last play of the first quarter here as we're down to 20 seconds. Dogs break the huddle. It'll be Johnson and Sullivan, the receivers, to the near side. One receiver to the far side. Hodge in the shotgun, Platt the tailback. Christian takes it, rolls left, looking downfield, and there's going to be whistles, and that's going to blow the play dead. Clock's still moving. And they finally stop the clock with 1 second left in the quarter. It's going to be delay a game. So the Dogs didn't get that one off in time. That'll back them up 5, and now they'll be facing a 3rd and 18 back at their own 29-yard line.
Second penalty of the evening for Winder Barrow. After a ton of them.
7 seconds on the game clock. Ball spotted at the 29. It's 3rd and 18. Hodge again in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 on the far sideline. Platt the lone tailback. Hodge takes it, rolls left, looking downfield, under pressure, fires, complete! Outside the 40-yard line to Shannon Sullivan. And it's going to be short of the first down, but a good gain. Pickup of 15. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. So after 1 for the first time this season, it's your Double G Dogs with the lead, 7-0. You're listening to Bulldog Football on the home of Barrow County Sports, www.hearthegame.com and WTV21. We'll be right back. Start of the second quarter as the Dogs face a 4th and 6 from their own 41-yard line. They're going to go ahead and kick this one away.
Our first lead since quarter number 3 in that third quarter. Here's
Colin, gets off a nice kick that's going to float down the sideline and hit. Looks like at about the 29-yard line. No return. Another good directional punt for Colin Shannon. He's done a really nice job of that the past few weeks. Had one last week maybe go off the side of his foot, but other than that, he's done a fantastic job, particularly in the Flowery Branch game, where even the Flowery Branch coaching staff was congratulating him on the great job he did keeping it away from their powerful return team.
We got this record 25 quarters since we
So now 1st and 10 for Cedar Shoals at their own 29-yard line. And I think we're going to have a timeout on the field. We are. Cedar Shoals will take one as well. You're listening to Bulldog Football on the home of Barrow County Sports, www.hearthegame.com and WTV21. We'll be right back. And welcome back. Chris Casey and George Crowley here from W. Claire Harris Stadium as your Double G Dogs lead 7-0 coming out of a Cedar Shoals timeout. 11:52 left here in the second quarter. It's Jordan in the shotgun, trips left, and a fumbled snap. I think the Dogs are on it. Waiting for a signal. First down, Dogs in Cedar Shoals territory at the 29-yard line.
Al Scheider comes out of the scrum. Ball.
+2 in the turnover category so far tonight. They scored off the first one. Limping off the field after all that was number 76, William Crudup, one of the offensive linemen for Cedar Shoals. That snap just bounced off of Jordan's knee and straight back to the line of scrimmage. Al Scheider dives on it, and the Dogs in business in Cedar Shoals territory at the 28-yard line. Hodge to Scheider, trying to push his way up the middle. He runs right into that wall.
Hit big number 60 there.
Yeah, Andre Patman.
6'1", 355. Scheider taking some punishment there. But yeah, there was movement in the backfield by Cedar Shoals. No flag. And the ball was snapped. Kicked to his knee. Scheider comes up with recovery. Dogs in business.
So now the Dogs with a second and call it a long 9 from the 28-yard line. Al able to pick up just about a half a yard. It'll be Hodge under center, double wing set, Sullivan in motion. Option from Hodge. He's going to keep it, dive forward, and minimal gain, if any. They're going to give him close to the 27-yard line, maybe a gain of 1.
This is key here. Dogs really need to take advantage of this.
Dogs have had a couple of scoring opportunities tonight. Missed on a 43-yard field goal by Colin Shannon early, just wide left, and then able to capitalize with the Chad Platt 43-yard touchdown run, now facing a 3rd and 10 from the 28.
Yeah, capitalizing on the random interception, now trying to capitalize on Jordan fumble.
We gotta go.
Dogs running out of time here. Might be facing another delay of game.
Assistant coaches going to hurry things up here in the press box.
And there it is. Delay of game. Well, Christian's coming over to the sideline every time to get the play. And actually, they're going to call a procedure penalty, not delay a game. So somebody moved. But the result is the same. It backs the Dogs up 5. They'll now have a 3rd and 15 from their 33. And this is really a long field goal attempt for Colin Shannon. If they don't pick up any yards here, they'd be looking at about a 48-yard field goal. Here's Hodge, fakes the handoff up the middle. Now he's going to fire deep down the right sideline, looking for Sullivan. Incomplete. Just out of the outstretched hands. I think he would have been out of bounds anyway. Hodge just a little bit off the mark, looking for 6. Sullivan had the defenders beat.
Sullivan had a step on defensive back Trent Finch. Don't think he could have come up with that one.
And Dogs are going to go ahead and take a timeout here and talk about it on 4th and 15 from the 32-yard line. So with 10 minutes left in the second quarter, we'll take a break. You're listening to Bulldog Football on the home of Barrow County Sports, www.hearthegame.com and WTV21. We'll be right back.